Well, hello everyone. This is Ron, and I'm back with you with another episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. So, what are we going to talk about today? How about with apologies to a subscriber? Yes, sometimes we make mistakes or we make statements that are perhaps not fully informed, and a little bit of research prior to talking or saying what we said would have been good. So before we go there, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. That will help us grow the channel and perhaps spread the joy of coin collecting, which is really our primary mission. We want to share the joy so that newcomers can learn about the fun and the interest that we have in collecting coins. All right. So what does it mean with apologies to a subscriber? Well, I had a coin sent to me by Charles, who is a subscriber to our channel, and he was excited about it and thought it might be a die crack. When I looked at it, it looked like it didn't have the features of a die crack. And let me share that with you right quick. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go right here. And so what you're seeing now on screen is this trace right here. And there's some bubbling up, but not much. And then if we go ahead and go to a different view, it continues on over to here. And I'm not seeing a lot of metallization that rises up above the coin surface. And one of the things I thought in the episode was that, well, perhaps it is a die crack, but it's been circulated, and perhaps that metallization has been worn off through the circulation. That's one thought. Perhaps it broke off, maybe. So I got to thinking about this after I made the episode, and I decided to go and pull an example of a die crack that I've had certified by Annex and do a comparison. My full intent was to say, here's why I don't think it's a die crack, to show that metal rising above the surface of the coin. I'm going to go back to the main camera now. But the unexpected happened. I saw some features in this coin that's been certified as a die crack that is quite similar to Charles's coin that he sent to me. So why don't we go ahead and look at it? I'm going to change to the desk camera. And then after that, we're going to go to the coin microscope to get a better look. So let's see if I can get this jewel to focus. I'm going to bring more light over here. Sometimes I have to use the overhead light. There it is. Whoops. Now you see it says 1968D 5-cent die crack. And oh, by the way, it was MS65, which I'm very happy with that. So MS65 die crack. And this coin has a number of features of die cracks in it. There's a die crack that tends to come off right here, and then there's a die crack up in there, and then either it's a die crack across here or it is a bit of delamination. I think it's the die crack as well. So I believe there's 3 die cracks on this coin that's been certified as a legitimate die crack by Annex. So what we're going to do is I'm going to switch to the coin microscope. So here is the MS65, says die crack right there, MS65. You can see all that in the screen under the coin microscope. So let's go down here toward the bottom, and you're going to see some things that look quite familiar between this die crack and the die crack that was on Charles's coin. Notice I am now saying most likely it is a die crack. But look at this feature right here. That where the die crack propagated through the planchet as it was being struck, that metal did rise up above the surface of the planchet, but it apparently had broken off, or maybe the crack was only superficial and not deep. And then over here, it got much more deeper, and it rose above the surface of the planchet as it minted the coin, and then it kind of tapered down to the surface again. So the reason why I'm showing you this is I want you to pay close attention right here. It's kind of a superficial, something that looks like maybe a scratch. It's not a scratch. It's part of the die crack that propagated to the right and then right here it propagated to the left. Now I'm going to share my screen again with the view of Charles's coin. Let's see if we can get it back in camera view. And notice, look at Charles's coin. This is a picture that I took of it. And right in here, it's the same sort of thing. Notice right in here on his coin, that metallization is pretty much gone where the die crack flowed up and the metal of the planchet flowed up and out into the die crack. But up here, you can see some remnants of it. And then it traces on over to the right here, and it goes up in this area. So the reason why I didn't believe it was a die crack is that there was not a robust metal flow up out of the planchet to fill that die crack when it was minted like this portion right here. So Charles, my apologies. There was a misdiagnosis. I should have gone and looked at my library of die cracks before I made the episode, but my apologies. I do believe your quarter is a die crack based on the examples I've shown out of my own collection of coins that have been certified. I'm going to switch back to the main camera now. So if we can get this all wrapped up. So that's part of our obligation as content creators to make sure that we do our research before we make a video. Sometimes we do make statements that are not exactly accurate, and we should be better than that. So Charles, again, my apologies. The coin has been sent back to you. I don't know if you've gotten it back, but we did drop you in that package a Texas penny. So I hope you enjoy that, and please don't throw that or don't spend that quarter. Put it in your collection. It is something to be valued and treasured. And with all that, you guys take care, and please remember, if you're not out there looking, just like Charles was, you're not finding. All the best. Thank you.